Happy birthdays as well. You always find the latest courtyard permanent solution. Out of the box.
Hello and welcome to Radio Waves by todderbert. In front of us we have the Prunus J-328. It's a mini FM MP3 player recorder portable radio. You can find it selling on Amazon USA for $16.99. It comes in red or black. I'll have links down in the comments section if you so desire this radio. And you may because it's awesome! Yeah, I love it. This is my second one. I have two of them now. So Prunus J-328 Pocket Radio comes in this nice little beautiful box with wonderful graphics. People love that. They'll comment on it. Yes, Prunus does that to get your attention, I think. I think they're paying attention. Love it. Okay, anyway, there you go. So toss that aside. What do we get in that little box? We get the star of the show, the 328, which I love this radio. Fantastic. What else do we get? We get a special cable, charging cable, USB to USB-C. Charges the radio, and then, of course, you can do your auxiliary input. So plug this into your radio and start listening with this speaker and recording with the record function. So love that. Don't lose this cable because it's handy. Got to have that. And what else do we have? The manual. Quickly page through here. Thank you for purchasing the Prunus J-328. All right. Got some precautions there. Read, follow, obey, stay safe. All right. Or don't. I don't know. It's up to you. There's your product components. All one shot right there. Everything you need to know in case I missed something, which will probably happen because this thing has a multitude of functions, but it's fairly simple radio to operate. Once you start using it, you'll love it. It all makes sense. Product specs. Zoom in. Keep flipping here. Power supply. Yep. Charge it up. Got radio mode. So it's got basic FM radio. But I wouldn't call it basic, but it kind of is. It's one of those things where it could be amazing if it had a longer antenna. But yeah. Alright, we'll talk about that. There's the SD card. We're almost through here. Just want to kind of just for posterity. In case I again, forget to mention something. Boom, it's right here. It's good. Good instruction manual. Okay, auxiliary input. And then going over here, recording. You can record the FM. Awesome. You can record microphone. There you go, right here. Record the sound. And how to play it back. Sweet. And then, still going. Got a lock function. Headphone jack. Nice. And there you go. Okay, so on the back here, after sale service, if you got a problem, contact them right there. Okay, great. We're done with that. Cable out of the way, but we're coming back to this because we're going to demo this radio. It's going to be awesome. We're going to do some recording and that. Yeah. So set this down here. I think red on red was getting a little bit too red there. I couldn't see the radio, so I'm going to zoom it on down. Let's go over dimensions. So this little bad boy is 1 7/8 of an inch in width, so it's pretty small. That's why I call it mini radio. They call it pocket radio. Makes sense. I actually carry this in my vest pocket in the winter. I love it. So yeah, width of almost 2 inches, 1 7/8. We have a height of 3 3/4 inches with thickness of only 3/4 of an inch. So again, very mini, very small, very compact. Let's compare it to other radios. Now the original one I have here is in black. So you can get it in black or red, which is nice for $16.99. It's totally worth the money. Let me tell you, it really is. It's an amazing little radio. Now I've had this for about 6 years, 5 or 6 years now, and I use it every year. I use it 6 months out of the year to play old time radio in the cold weather in my vest pocket. So it gets cold and it's just belting out old time radio shows out the speaker. It sounds fantastic. And I have the volume probably 2/3 up and it's amazing. Only difference is the charging jack. The old one's USB-C, or micro, excuse me. The new one's USB-C. There you go. You can see the difference. And everything else is the same. Yeah. They sound good, play good. But there you go for that. We have CC Pocket, again, just for size. Now these make good recording companions because you can record the radio and also listen to the audio through this speaker versus this speaker. We all know that CC Pockets and Skywaves have a wonderful high-pitched speaker because they haven't done one of these speakers yet. Hopefully they do. It'd be awesome because then it'd be rocking. Definitely. Probably use more power though, but definitely rock it with that speaker. There you go, Skywave 2. If you're one of those two radios who always have a deck of cards, you know it, you sing it in your dreams. Iron Man, he the man with the master plan. He loves Chinese radios from Prunus land. He's Iron Man. Ding, 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 Iron Man. You get the idea, but look at that thing. It is small and compact. I love it. All right, great. To the side, let's go over features of the 328 real quick. Yeah, fast. So anyway, your FM antenna is the wrist strap, and I've had people gripe about that. It's 13 inches long. It works great. It hasn't broke on my other one. I use it all the time. It's still there after all these years. Hasn't fallen off, hasn't broken, hasn't stressed. So yeah, it's going to hold up. Trust me. So no worries there. It's todderbert tested and approved. I don't know about you, but yeah, I'm not Gorilla Man on it, but you know. Micro SD card slot right there. I think it's up to 32 gigabytes. You could probably go bigger if you format. Make sure it's FAT32. I'm using a 16 gig in there. It doesn't come with one, so. But yeah, that's where you plug in your micro SD for all your MP3 playback and recordings. So front here we have a LED old school display, which I like because you can see it. It's really nice here. Let's make sure this volume's down. Okay, so it always defaults to the MP3 playback if you have a card installed. Then you can of course change mode, which I'll show you in a moment. But there's it's got like an alphanumeric thing happening there. It pretty much shows the time elapsed, which is nice because this does remember current track and track position. So if you're playing a 2-hour long recording, it remembers anywhere in that recording. And you can turn it off, and it could be off for like a year and turn it back on. It's in the exact same spot. It's amazing. But there you go. Get an idea what's going on there. Showing paused, TF mode. Okay, great. I'll turn that back on in a moment. Start demoing. So let's go over buttons. I'm going to zoom on down, and we'll go over these buttons real quickly. And we'll start having fun with this radio. Yeah, so here we go. So we have a bunch of buttons here. We'll go through them fairly quickly. We have a backtrack, rewind, and browse back on the radio. We have a pause play for MP3 playback. Scan function, press and hold that for FM save. So it scans and saves all the presets for FM. That's how you get presets on the radio. You can't manually add presets. You can only do it with the auto scan. It's unfortunate. It doesn't even have incremental tuning as well. It just has browse tuning. So here's your forward track, fast forward, and browse forward on the FM radio. We've got mode button. It takes us from the MP3 playback to the FM radio and then to auxiliary mode. You got a numeric keypad for direct entering frequencies, presets, and track numbers. You'll notice little icons on 1 and 2, the F going backwards and the F going forward. That is folder navigation. So if you're on your MP3 playback and you want to go to a different folder, say you got like Queen and Pink Floyd and the Led Zeppelin and Leonard Skinner, you know what I'm talking about, the good stuff. You can just hold this down and cycle through your folders backwards or forwards. Pretty nice to have. You got a repeat function key. This is nice. So you got repeat one over and over. So one song over and over. Repeat one folder over and over. So if you like your Def Leppard album, you want to hear that over and over, just keep that on one folder or set it to all and it'll go through all your folders over and over. Record function, awesome. You can record the FM radio, you can record your voice, and you can record the line in. Now, there's varying capabilities. I'm going to go through them real quick. It's going to bog down, but you can always fast forward if you don't like this part. Record on FM. It records at 160 kilobits per second at 48 kilohertz resolution. Not bad. No FM stereo, though, unfortunately. That's one thing this thing's missing is FM stereo. I wish it did. It has a microphone, and when it's in microphone mode and recording, it records at 56 kilobits per second at 16 kilohertz resolution. So it saves a lot of space when you're recording voice. It does a good job, too. And an auxiliary input, using that patch cable I showed you, it will record at 160 kilobits per second at 44.1 kilohertz resolution. So I'll give you an idea. So that's the record function. It's amazing, and you'll have fun with it. So again, numeric keypad mentioned, and the 0 is your lockout function. Buttons are done. Yay! Speaker down here is one of those heavy hitters. It sounds really good. You're going to hear that in a second. 1 1/4 inches. Volume controls digital on the side there. I notice once on level 1, it's slightly louder than the other one, this radio, just ever so slightly. When I had headphones on, I noticed it. Not bad. It's not super quiet on 1, so just so you know. To be honest with you, you'll probably never have it at 1, but just so you know. But you got the volume there. And of course, flat bottom so you can stand it up. Go to the top here, we got our headphone jack. Headphone experience, yeah. It's no hiss, which is awesome. No FM stereo like I mentioned, but when you're playing MP3s, it does have stereo playback. So you'll enjoy your recordings in beautiful stereo, just not the FM recordings you do with this radio. But with the line in, it does record in stereo. So when you're recording off a stereo device, you'll have stereo playback. Bonus. So yeah, so what can you expect? FM, it has weak lows, strong mids, strong highs. It's okay on FM. On MP3, of course, it varies on recordings. I've noticed moderate mids, moderate highs, and fluctuations of that. It sounds really good, depending on device used for recording or what you're using for your playback, what kind of files you're using. When you're using this to record, I noticed that it does a pretty good job. It sounds fantastic. So like I mentioned, it does record in stereo. USB-C input, charge it. It charges at, I think, 1/4 amp, so pretty low, which is good. It's a small battery in here. They didn't get battery specs, but I'm guessing about a 600 milliamp hour variety because I get about 6 or 7 hours out of it. That sounds about right. LED charge indicator, red when it's charging and goes out when it's done. On-off switch for the player, straight up. So got this real shiny red. There's sticker on the back. Boom, there you go. Rated power. Okay. So we're going to go ahead and talk about FM reception and then go ahead and start having some fun with this radio. So FM reception report. I always like to go over 5-tier method. Fair, okay, good, very good, excellent. This scored a solid 3-star rating, or 3.5 star. That's right, this is 3.5 stars. This thing, it blows me away how good the FM reception is on this thing. Absolutely amazing. It scored very good, good to very good. So it found over 70 stations. Yeah, there's 71 stations to be exact. Excellent sensitivity. So it gets a solid good to very good. And I'm going to give it a very good selectivity. Even though it has this little wimpy wire, the selectivity was so amazing. I was finding stations right near strong stations. Just, that's great. It felt like I was tuning a Sangen radio. You know, those are great for selectivity. Same thing here. This little radio, selectivity is just off the charts. So awesome, even though it has kind of a weak antenna, it still rocks. So there's your FM reception. So let's have some fun. Let's do some music here. We'll demo the music portion with the MP3 card. So let's go ahead and turn this on. Switch up here, turn it up.
You'll never have the sacred stone.
Oh, this you crazy mother.
fast forward here. It's old-time radio. Let's get past the beginning stuff.
Sweep that big spider web off the ceiling.
Got news for you.
What?
That spider web is the ceiling.
Well, cut the jokes and get up on the ladder, and while you're up there, scrape the dirt off the walls.
All the dirt?
Yeah.
What you want to do, start a landslide?
Eddie, will you get to work and decease the comedy?
Hello, boys.
Oh, hello, Miss Duffy.
Well, it looks like spring has really come to 3rd Avenue.
Yeah, you noticed it too, huh?
Yeah. On my way down here...
So that's awesome. It's old-time radio sounds amazing on this little device. I love it. So you can also hit record here. And I don't know if I have to have the volume up, but yeah, let's just go ahead and press and record. I think you just tap. There we go. Testing the microphone, probably about 1.5 feet away on the 328. Let's see how this came out. Then we just tap it again to stop it. Yeah, there we go. Testing the microphone, probably about 1.5 feet away on the 328. Let's see how this came out. Then we just tap it again to stop it.
Nick Carter, Master Detective.
There you go. So you heard my voice. Wonderful. It works. Awesome. So that's the MP3 player. It's pretty neat. And of course, yeah, here's your all folder, all tracks, repeat. Yeah. So repeat one over and over, folder, all. Nice. And of course, you can navigate your folders here. So we have folder 2. I'm not sure how many folders this thing has. Whoops. I went to track 2. Hold it. Folder 3. Folder 4. So yeah, you can see what's going on here. This is a lot of folders on this card, so awesome. I'm not sure what's here.
This you crazy mother.
Okay, those tracks. Cool. So that's how that works. Yeah, and you can go back folders too if you want. Let's go to it's in 3.
Testing the microphone of the...
Okay, testing microphones. Okay, cool. So let's go ahead and have some funny FM radio. So we're hitting mode. Now we're at the bottom. Now, it said 87 to 108. It actually goes down to 76 to 108, but there's nothing below 87 in my neighborhood, so we're going to start at 87 and work our way up. Now we're just going to do browse tuning. It's not going to find a whole ton, I don't think. Off the air.
5-5. Paul told us in Philippians chapter...
And I forget what they didn't use the term offer it up, but at least be mindful of other people who are having similar suffering in that moment. And so I really like the mental training and the spiritual training of that. I learned there that you're born with this tendency.
Okay, I kind of screwed that up. So I muted it. We're going to go back 88.5 to enter the frequency and then hit play.
And think about the other person and how can you grow in compassion and understanding the other person. That was excellent training.
Absolutely.
It was beautiful.
Press and hold for browse.
And how can you grow in compassion and understanding the other person.
Well, it's doing pretty good. Just a little wire. I'm holding it. Okay, I'll turn this up a little bit. But yeah, note that I am in Chicago, Illinois, USA. For the sake of the band scan, it's FM. I didn't really get too in depth, but it's at night. It's 12:33 a.m. in the morning there, Central Standard Time. It's the month of November 2025. So better give that information. So yeah.
You're more than sun.
If you got a savior who broke your...
That we might live through.
Then praise him like you're not ashamed. If you made it through, well, it made what it takes to hold me, and you're way more than I wanna wait. If you ever been pulled up out the pit,
Christmas music time.
The plays. I love seeing that. He gets the big alley-oop and one, and puts that muscle into it.
Most throughout DeKalb County. Food is free and available to all who come. There are no requirements. You can find their...
This ain't about
to be the man I need.
I once been twice shy, baby. Some long-haired freaky people need not apply.
That's your price. That's your price.
The way I like it.
Sir, I've got to see the wizard.
It's dope about our if you've been watched by the my brother dog with me, eternally the most wrong. Yes, 'cause after all you do. Enrique, listen. But you can do the job when you're in town.
Tony Cole.
There you go. FM scan complete. Holy cow, I found a lot. I was wearing my finger out. It's like amazing, isn't it? It is a great FM radio with this little wrist strap antenna. Just holding it up. You could probably prop it up with something. You know, it's great. I can't believe how good FM radio this is. I wasn't expecting that. And yeah, you know, when I'm walking around, I only put so many old-time radio shows on there. If it runs out and it goes to repeat ones I already heard, I just put the FM radio on and just listen to my stations in my vest pocket. It works out pretty good. So let's go ahead. I want to demo the auxiliary in. So we're going to go ahead and hit mode. Go to auxiliary. Awesome. We're going to plug in our cable. So you're going to USB-C to the top there. So we're going to plug that in. Okay, cool. Then we're going to set it aside. We're going to bring in a radio that I've been using for the past 30 days. I go to 30-day challenges. It's the Prunus J-328 for the month of November. I'm going to bring this up a little bit so you can see what's going on. Yeah. So it's got a decent speaker on its own, but we're going to do a recording. So let's go ahead and turn this radio. I'll actually plug it in first. So it's got a headphone jack, which is nice. So there we are. We're on the AM band, so you can see how the AM recording works. We'll turn this on.
The moon is lighter and brighter than usual, and apparently Native American colonial people
I like to look at my wrist to know the time. So I have become a watch guy. But The main thing I still wear it for is I like to track my sleep. So this whole preamble is for me to tell you this, that I like to track my sleep. And the Fitbit does that. And the Fitbit is telling me that in the month of October, my average fall asleep time, remember I'm done here Central Time at 1 o'clock. So my average sleep time, and this includes weekends of course, is 1:55 a.m. And my average wake-up time is 9:33 a.m. So my Fitbit says I am a morning lark. Morning larks tend to wake up early and their energy levels drop during the night. You are not a night owl. You would tend to rise late and stay up late. So I go to bed at 2 in the morning and I'm a morning lark? That doesn't make sense. I do a late night show. I feel like that's sleep. And the Fitbit does that. And the Fitbit is telling me that in the month of October, my average fall asleep time, remember I'm done here Central Time at 1 o'clock. So my average sleep time, and this includes weekends of course, is 1:55 a.m. And my average wake-up time is 9:33 a.m. So...
Okay, we get it. The hissing you heard, I didn't have the radio pointed to the proper... The antenna has to be pointed that way. For medium wave, was Chicago was towards that direction, so I kind of had it off a little bit, but still recorded nicely. Yeah, play it again.
Fitbit says, I am a morning lark. Morning larks tend to wake up early, and their energy levels drop during the night.
It's awesome. I love it. So, there we are. The Prunus J-328 with the USB-C version now. Yeah, I like that. Glad all radios are doing that. Fantastic. So let's go over likes, dislikes, and final opinion. Likes, speaker audio. Number 1, hello. This is why you buy this little radio. I'm serious. You buy this little dude, you're going to be so happy. I mean, it's flexible. It does so much. I mean, it doesn't have AM or shortwave. I get it. But it's a dedicated little radio. MP3 recorder. It's nice. All in your pocket. And it does decent recordings. And it's so compact. So, you know, it does so much. And the microphone's good. So if you can't hook up to a radio because it doesn't have a headphone jack, just put it next to the radio and you can record from the speaker. Boom. You're done. Anyway, speaker audio. Recording, I just mentioned that. Recording capability is amazing. 3 sources of recording, FM radio, microphone, and line in. Hello, you got it all covered. Low cost, $16.99. To be honest with you, nowadays, it seems like a burger, cheap. You know, it seems like it works. That stands. You know, no, it's balanced well. The battery's at the bottom, so is the speaker. Well, maybe not. The battery's probably here, speaker's here, but the speaker's heavy, so yeah, it stands up nicely. And as you know, my table's kind of crooked, so things roll away. That pen can't, but yeah, things roll away. But this standing up nice. I love it. Headphone in MP3 mode sounds fantastic because you get the stereo and you get that clarity and the bass, and it's just amazing. Definitely use it. Headphones with this. Dislikes and wants. Okay, the big one is FM stereo. Hello. You got record mode, and you have a radio that only has one band on it, FM. Please make it stereo. I mean, I know the chip is a little bit more money, but get it stereo. I mean, it's probably like $1 more. You can hand it down to the customer. I'm sure he'll spend an extra $1 to get FM stereo. It'll be amazing. Incremental tuning. I don't know how you'll do it, but if you can make that happen, that would be cool. Maybe you make it part of like this repeat function when you're on the radio, because it does nothing when you're on the radio. So maybe you make this toggle these on and off from preset mode to frequency mode. So then when these are in frequency mode, when you single tap them, they'll go incremental tuning instead of preset tuning. That's fantastic. Do that. See, I fixed it for you guys. Prunus, fix it that way. Use the repeat function button to toggle between frequency mode and preset mode, and you got incremental tuning. Okay, that's for Prunus, guys, not for you. You guys already like, okay, todderbert, you said it 5 times. That's just so they get it. Overall, what's my opinion? Well, it definitely gets a recommended buy. You guys know it. This thing's amazing. It's one of my most used pocket radios. It's a great companion on walks. Again, I mentioned it every day in the winter. I love it. Playing my old time radio shows, using the speaker portion. Fantastic. Hands down. Pick yourself up one. You will be happy. Just a little hammer that you need in your pocket. That sounds wrong, but you get it, right? Anyway, thanks for watching. Hope you liked the video. Give a big like. 2, if you like Prunus radios and want to see more, always subscribe at the bell icon and get notified. If you haven't already, I'm sure you have if you made it this far in the video. And of course, 3, comment down below what you think about the 328, the newer version. Do you have the older one? Do you even have one? If you do, are you thinking about getting the new one? If you have the older one? Or if you don't have this radio, you think about picking one up? So let me know. Alright guys, thanks for watching, and we'll see you in my next awesome video.